اعزائي المشاهدين في كل مكان، ازيكم؟ اخباركم ايه؟ يا رب تبقوا بخير. اهلا بيكم في حلقه جديده من حلقات قناه ثاندر تكنولوجيا ومعلومات، ومعاكم اخوكم اشرف. لا شك ان عربيات الكهرباء وصلت لتطور بشع، بالذات في الفتره الاخرانيه، ونتيجه لمشاكل الطاقه اللي موجوده في العالم بيتجه فعلا العالم للاعتماد على العربيات دي. ولا اخفى عليكم ان هيكون مستقبلها فعلا متوحش وقوي جدا في المستقبل القريب ان شاء الله. الفيديو اللي انا جايبه لكم النهارده هو صغير، وهنستعرض مع بعضينا 5 عربيات كهرباء بالترتيب كده من البراندات اللي انا هستعرضها عليكم النهارده، وهم الفولكس فاجن الاي دي 5، والهيونداي الايونيك 5، والموتسوبيشي الاوتلاندر بي اتش اي في، والجينسز الاي في 60، والتويوتا البي زد 4 اكس. فعلا 5 براندات بيظهروا قوة الصناعة دي وصلت لفين، وبتبين لنا جدا مستقبل العربيات الكهرباء قريب ان شاء الله. مش هنسى زي كل مره اوصيكم ما تنسوناش السبسكرايب، اللايك، الشير في كل مكان، الكومنتس، وهرد عليكم على طول. صندوق الوصف بص على اللينكات اللي موجوده من شركه جوميا، خشوا خدوا فكره عن الحاجه اللي موجوده واشتروها دعما للقناه. يلا مع بعضينا النهارده نستعرض الفيديو عن ال5 عربيات اللي احنا ذكرناهم الكهرباء والتطور اللي وصلوا للبراندات ديت. يلا بينا.
Offensive continues its advance with the launch of this new ID family top model as part of their Accelerate brand strategy, which they call On the Way to Zero. Now, the elegant, expressive e-SUV coupe is equipped with the new ID software version 3, which includes improved charging performance and voice control, among other features. Now, with the use of swarm data and latest generation driver assistance systems, Volkswagen is also taking the next step towards automated driving. Now, the new ID.5 and the sporty ID.5 GTX, which has the dual motor all-wheel drive, are the new long-range top models on the ID family, as I mentioned. Now, like all ID models, Volkswagen's first e-SUV coupe is based on the Volkswagen Modular Electric Drive Matrix, or known as the MEB platform. For the battery, the only option available on the ID.5 is the larger 77 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and that enables a range of up to about 520 kilometers, 323 miles, in the rear-wheel drive models. And that's a WLTP combined number. We don't have EPA numbers out yet. Now, the ID.5 GTX has a lower estimated range of about 480 kilometers, 298 miles or so, compared to the rear-wheel drive model. Now, while there's only one battery choice, VW offers 3 powertrain variants for the ID.5. There's the ID.5 Pro base model, and that features a rear-mounted electric motor rated at 128 kilowatts, or about 172 horsepower, and 229 pound-feet of torque. While the mid-range ID.5 Pro Performance has the same layout but a more powerful motor making about 150 kilowatts or 201 horsepower and the same 229 pound-feet of torque. As for the ID.5 GTX, the range-topping variant, it is the only dual-motor model available. And the all-wheel drive system in this model delivers a maximum of 220 kilowatts or about 295 horsepower, enabling a 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 0 to 62 or so time of about 6.3 seconds, which is pretty respectable, and a top speed of 180 kilometers per hour, which is just over 110 or so miles per hour. Now, the ID.5 can also be charged with up to 11 kilowatts of AC charging, of course, which is great, and up to 135 kilowatts as standard at a fast charge station for DC charging, so good to hear. The VW ID.5 and the ID.5 GTX will launch in Europe in early 2022, but the automaker said they provided their full pricing information for the all-new 2022 Ioniq 5, as I mentioned, which is their electric crossover utility vehicle. Everybody's calling them CUVs now. The Ioniq 5 is poised to elevate the EV ownership experience with a targeted driving range of up to 480 kilometers, design inspired by Hyundai's 45 EV concept, advanced technology, and best-in-class ultra-fast charging from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes, which is pretty fast. So the pricing that was released is as follows. For the Essential model, which gives you about 354 kilometers of range, it's $44,999 as a starting MSRP. The Preferred with the same range is about $46,999 MSRP. The Preferred Long Range is 480 kilometers. That's the longest range of the variants at $51,999. And the Preferred all-wheel drive long range will come in at about 415 kilometers for a price of $54,999 as a starting MSRP. Now again, all these ranges are estimated for North America EPA. It hasn't been fully vetted yet, but I'm sure we'll see those numbers come up very soon and probably pretty close to what Hyundai is estimating. Now, first units of the Ioniq 5 will start arriving in December. They will be distributed across about 2,000 Canadians so far who have submitted pre-orders. Great to see, and yes, if you've looked at that pricing, you will notice that announcement about a week or so ago. It's fully redesigned their plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, the Outlander. And remember, it was first introduced in 2013, and so far has sold over 290,000 units globally, making it the #1 plug-in hybrid electric vehicle sold globally. So congratulations on Mitsubishi. Now, the Japanese manufacturer lists 3 main areas of the comprehensive upgrade. New generation plug-in hybrid electric systems that deliver more powerful road performance and greater driving range. It offers safe, secure, and comfortable driving in various weather and road conditions with its driving modes, and the exterior with powerful presence and advanced high-class interior is all updated for this upcoming new year. Now, the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV will be equipped with a 20 kilowatt-hour battery, and that's compared to the 12 kilowatt-hour which initially came on the vehicle. Then they upgraded it later to 13.8. So it's a good jump from 13.8 to 20, which is now expected to give it up to about 87 kilometers or 54 miles of WLTC all-electric range. We'll have to wait and see what the EPA ratings, but they're probably going to be just slightly less, but probably around 80 kilometers, which is not going to be too shabby. Sales will commence in Japan next month, mid of December, followed by Australia and New Zealand, where these things are hot commodities, and in the first half of 2022, and then continue to North America in the second half of 2022, which we'll see it here. So I do look forward to getting my hands on one. Canadian pricing and all the trim levels will be announced later in 2022. I don't have any numbers on that yet. It is a high-performance electric vehicle with a sleek and athletic coupe crossover utility vehicle, or CUV. You're hearing a lot of that today, folks. Designed that it expands Genesis' athletic elegance, as they call it, identity into the sustainable luxury space. Now, the GV60 is Genesis' first vehicle to be built on the dedicated EV platform known as the Electric Global Modular Platform, or the EGMP, which is shared both by Genesis, Kia, and Hyundai. It's marking this brand's first move towards fully electrification. It is available in 3 models. It's going to have a standard rear-wheel drive model, a standard 4-wheel drive model, and a performance model similar to a la GT with a 4-wheel drive, of course. Now, each model features a 77.4 kilowatt-hour battery, and the standard rear-wheel drive model features a maximum driving range of about 451 kilometers. The standard rear-wheel drive model is equipped with a motor that features a maximum output of 168 kilowatts or 225 horsepower and a maximum torque of 258 foot-pounds. Now, the standard all-wheel drive model provides a total output of 234 kilowatts or about 314 horsepower and a maximum torque of 446 foot-pounds and a maximum driving range of about 400 kilometers. So good driving range and lots of power. And furthermore, they can live up to the claims, but Toyota is pretty good on building quality. They're using a 71.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and they anticipate a range of about 310 miles, 499 kilometers. Now, with just a 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger, however, it does get the minimum hardware needed for a long overnight charge. Now, the BZ4X was built or is built on the eTNGA platform for dedicated electric vehicles that Toyota put together, and it's a ground-up design. In fact, it's the same platform I believe that Subaru is using. It will come in a front-wheel drive version offering 201 horsepower and an all-wheel drive providing 215 horsepower. Oh yes, there's more. There's a yoke. Yes, like Tesla and the Model S Plaid, Model S, it's a steer-by-wire.